Hello there YouTube, Kenny here, aka Zombie85, coming at you from World of Warcraft on Azeroth. I'm not on Draenor right now. I'm actually leveling a Shaman. I do apologize for no camera and no cool overlay showing off the Saving Worlds art and all that. And Mr. Lincoln, which is always to the left of my videos. But no, this is actually totally raw video coming from World of Warcraft. I wanted to take a break from Final Fantasy VIII and throw up the staple for my channel, which is World of Warcraft. I would say another staple is my vlogs. My channel is a mix of different things. What is that? Oh yeah, it's one of the jewel crafting mounts. Anyway, I actually just got done watching one of Phoenix Feather's videos. He did some random questions, and I kind of wanted to throw them into this video, do a few of those myself. Make an adjustment right quick. Okay, I want to get my mic a little bit nearer. So I'm trying to remember them off the top of my head because unfortunately I didn't write them down. Let me go ahead and queue up for the dungeon. I'm going to queue up this DPS. Pretty quick queue on that. Okay, so from what I remember, let's see. One question was, if there is anybody you could date, who would it be? This question stuck with me because Phoenix picked Betty White. I was very taken aback by this answer. Not because it's Betty White, but, well, okay, because it is Betty White. Interesting person. I get that. And his reasoning was because he didn't want to pick. He wanted to pick somebody interesting and somebody that's not, always bikini clad or something like that. And I totally agree. And per his answer, I'm going to go with the same reasoning. I'm going to have to say Gina Davis. Gina Davis, mid-90s Gina Davis would be somebody I would definitely sleep with if offered a chance, as long as it's okay with my wife. But nowadays, plastic surgery in Hollywood, it's kind of done a number on her, but she's still a very awesome lady. Probably not the most attractive anymore, as noted, but still a member of Mensa, very intelligent, doing some really cool charity work. She's also actually doing a film festival here locally, which is really cool, or at least she's a major part of it. So yeah, I would definitely have to pick Gina Davis on that. Let's see, another one he had was, if there is any band that you could be a part of, who would it be? For me, you know what? I talk about rock a lot. I talk about Disturbed and In This Moment and, stuff like that. But I think they count as a band in some way. But I'd have to say the Blue Man Group. Because that would just be fucking awesome, man. It would be exhausting because they put on all kinds of shows, but Blue Man Group for sure. But if I had to pick, an actual artist that everybody knows and loves, I would have to go back a little bit and say to be a part of Queen, even as a stagehand, that would be awesome. I think another one of his questions were if there is, and by the way, I'm just running around in a circle. Is if there was a band you could listen to for the rest of your life, and if you had to, who would it be? That's a different subject. I'd want to pick something positive, but at the same time, that's also very blood pumping. Ooh, we are in Blackrock Depths. Sweet. Get some quests real quick. Something that's motivating, but at the same time positive, and that's a tough one. He mentioned Skillet. Actually, I think that was for the other question of what he'd like to be a part of. But who would I want to listen to for the rest of my life?
I cannot cast that.
You know what? I'm gonna go with Michael Bublé.
That spell is not ready.
He does good work. Does some great songs. Whoa! Don't be pulling. I was pulled. I'm not even paying attention. Yeah, Michael Bublé. He does some great songs. He really does. And while it is positive, at the same time, it's very
That is still recharging.
non-annoying. I could see how it would be maybe after a while, but yeah, Michael Bublé. Let's see some others he was talking about. If there was any, I think he asked if there was any fictional world you could live in. I believe he said Hogwarts. Me personally, any fictional world you could live in. I'm not even damaging anything. That's a very good question. I'm gonna say Azeroth because
I need a
nothing
target.
stays dead in Azeroth. Nothing. Not even old gods. They seem to find a way of always coming back. Yeah, and I don't just say that because I'm a big WoW nerd, but you literally live multiple lives, either if you're a player or not. So that's what I'll go with on that.
That spell is not ready yet.
I'm trying to remember
That is
others
still recharging.
that he said.
I need to target something first.
Oh, yeah, right. There was another one. He said, if there was any one person that you could wipe from existence, who would it be? He said Kim Kardashian. And by the way, you need to check out the video I have linked below because this is where I'm getting these questions from. But at the same time, he linked a picture of Kim Kardashian that had me rolling on the floor. And I told him so in a comment. But any one person I could wipe from existence. You know what? It would be whoever came up. Whoa! Easy there, Honcho. Big cow coming out of nowhere attacking a panda. Not cool, man. Not cool. You know, I'm honestly not sure. I want to say that this idea comes from one person, but I could be wrong. Oh, whoa, people are dying. But it was whatever superintendent or teacher or principal decided that it was okay to overrule education when it came to sports being... Get off me! And I'm dead. Anyway, as I was saying, whoever first put forth the practice of jocks being favored in favor of sports than their education and the education of others. I've always felt that is such a pain in the ass when it comes to education for other kids because people involved in sports and jocks in school get away with a lot more stuff than somebody that is well educated and doing on the honor roll. But yeah, hopefully you see my point here, where I'm getting with this. I never liked the idea, so I would wipe away the existence of anybody who first proposed that idea or put that into practice, willing or unwilling. Oh, well, that wasn't a good idea. I just wiped away my own existence. I'm just gonna have to run back. Anyway, yeah. So got kind of deep there, kind of political, I suppose. I was trying to think of another question he asked. But, you know, if I had to pick a celebrity or a politician or something like that, I'm going to start an international war here, and I'm going to say Vladimir Putin. Yeah, that sounds about right. Not that it would ever happen, because the internet loves Putin. Oh, he's a cool guy. I got nothing against him. Although, I'm fairly sure he may start World War III, but that's just me. I wouldn't be surprised if this video gets taken down within 48 hours. I can't remember what else he asked. I should have wrote some of these down. But those are the ones that stuck out to me. So if I think of any more along the way of this video, I'll throw them up there.
I need to target something first.
But when it comes to Warcraft, I have been leveling this shaman, and I've been meaning to do another Warcraft videos. I know I've been concentrating on Final Fantasy VIII a lot. I love the game. I really do. Ooh, that's cool. It's like the leather shoulders for heirlooms. But it's going to be a long run when it comes to Final Fantasy VIII, so I'm trying to throttle myself with that. Because I've mentioned it numerous times in other videos, but the main storyline for Final Fantasy VIII is 50 plus hours. And you do the math, 30-minute videos, it's going to be about 100 videos. I've done about 5. 5 or 6. So it's going to be a heck of a run. Warcraft's always my go-to. It's relaxing because I've been playing it for a while. And I've already got a pretty solid ground here on the European server, I think. My shaman is obviously a panda. Unless this is just a very weird looking tauren. I made a panda because it was different. I had a panda actually at one point on the American servers. My rogue has been a dwarf, and then a night elf, and then a panda, and now she's a human. Yeah. I forget what I named her actually. But she's like level 91 on the American server. This group is all over the place. But I've always liked pandas. I think I'm one of the few people that like pandas. They're a different kind of race. Actually, got a guildie that hates pandas with a passion. Actually, so much so that it disgusts him. And at times I will pop a toy that I have that turns me into a panda, and just to hear him groan about it.
I need a target.
It's pretty fun, actually. I'm not a horrible person, I promise, but it's fun to do that. Lightning! Lightning! Lightning in your face! I'm really glad they were able to make where you can make a shaman panda, because it makes sense. Although one thing I wish they would change a monk animation to, I'll show you how to get enemy, but the ratio for pandas is you can incapacitate an enemy for 4 seconds, and the animation for it is just badass. It's an uppercut. You've been sentenced to death for crimes against the Dark Iron Nation. The sons of Thorsan shall watch you perish in the ring of the law. So this guy walks right by us, dooming us, and we don't do anything about it. Unleash the fury and let it be done. Oh boy, people keep leaving. Why does the healer keep leaving? We've went through like 3 healers already. Okay, so here's the animation.
I am out of range.
Whoa! Just an awesome uppercut, man. I don't see why they didn't put that on the monk animation.
I cannot cast that yet.
It actually probably is. I haven't actually played a panda monk, but it might be in there. I kind of wish they would have given the other races an uppercut. Made it pure kung fu.
That spell is not
Actually, I'm not even sure an uppercut is associated with kung fu. I think it originated in some form of martial arts, but your real punishment lies ahead. What comes out of here? It's a giant spider, if I remember right. Unless they changed it. I have noticed, I was through leveling the shaman, some of the newer lower level dungeons have been redone content-wise. There's actually now voice acting in them,
that is still
more so than there was in Razorfin Downs. The skeletons that dance on the pile of bones, it's actually a rock concert now, which is awesome.
That spell is not ready yet.
Hey, 51. Cyclopean band. I could probably use it. Yep, could. One video I am going to do fairly soon, a Let's Play of, I'm going to do it of E.T. on the Atari. Why not? You know, why not? I also want to do Adventure at some point. Adventure was a good old classic adventure game. Obviously, that's what it's called. But on Atari, I never had it when I was a kid. I only had 2 games on Atari. The year or 2 I actually had an Atari, that was Pong and Pitfall, because Pong came with it. But Pitfall was always my favorite. And Pitfall: The Mind Adventures on SNES is another favorite. It's really cool. I think the last Pitfall they made was for PlayStation 2, but I never played it, so I can't really say anything about it. No, we're not done, are we? No, we still need to beat Lord Incendius and Phineas Darkfire. Phineas.
Great to meet you.
Prospector Seymour. Okay. Apparently we're done. Weird.
Yo! Hurry back!
That's alright, we're gonna leave it. Requeue. Bye bye, Mr. Tank. So yeah. It was like Blackrock Depths. Blackrock Depths. Recently, queue for random. You have to wait another 2 minutes. Okay. Blackrock Depths was always fun because of the content in it. Also, it was full of dwarves. Big dwarves guy, if you don't know that. Pretty much been making 90% of my characters are dwarves. I've been doing that ever since I started playing. It's not because I have a weird thing for dwarves. It's really because I respect dwarves, because they're half a human size, but their attitude alone, they don't take shit. And they obviously love L, but they're just like stubborn and they get stuff done. I don't know, it might sound weird, but that's how I roll in Warcraft. Ooh. I've also been recently having to rebuy heirlooms because I had none on my European account. I gotta wait another minute before I can do that. I had absolutely none, so my last 6,000 to 7,000 gold has gone towards heirlooms for my shaman. And I still have to spend another close to 2,000 to 3,000 just to make them level 100 compliant. Because they start at base of 60, and then you can upgrade them to 90, I believe, or 85, then 90, then 100, or something like that. Kind of like 150 gold now. It takes anywhere from 500 to 1,000 gold to upgrade them. Which I don't disagree with. I mean, it's a smart move on Blizzard's part, but
King's honor, friend.
still, it's a lot of gold. Oh, excuse me, I didn't mean to hit the mic there. By the way, that Gordok chew toy I just sold is a bloodied ear. The Gordok are sick, man. Observer shield. Oh. No one got that? I'm gonna get that for transmog. Plate. Heirloom. I don't need that. Sell, 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 sell. I feel like a stockbroker. Sell, sell, sell. Speaking of stockbrokers, if you've never seen it, I highly recommend watching Trading Places with Eddie Murphy and I just went blank. Wow. How did I forget his name? He's also in Ghostbusters. Jeez. I feel like an idiot right now. Anyway, check out the movie. It's a great movie. Essentially what happens... And actually, now that I think of it, There's an NPC dedicated to that movie around here. I'll have to find him. But anyway, guy gets caught up in a social experiment of sorts. Eddie Murphy's the guy who plays a homeless guy, acting blind. Is that him? No, it's Ian Drake. And then there's another rich guy. Well, the rich guy gets thrown out on his can. Eddie Murphy gets brought in his place. Hey, another panda. I'm with you! Panda power! Anyway, so they switch places. Obviously, the title, Trading Places. And Eddie Murphy... It's funny because Eddie Murphy starts like when he first gets into his house, really nice suit, really nice stuff around. He breaks this vase, and it's like, "I'm sorry, man, I'll pay for that." But they're trying to, these two guys that took him in are trying to convince him. It's like, this is all yours. You own all of this. And it's like, oh, that's cool, you know. But okay, so like, if I want to take these cigars here, and he puts it in his suit. It's like, or if I want to take the silverware, and he starts putting it in his suit. It's hilarious. Classic Eddie Murphy. Anyway, it's a good movie. It's also got Jamie Lee Curtis in it. She plays a prostitute. There is a topless scene. I don't think it was her first. I think her first was like a Halloween. Yeah, she was in the shower. So yeah, never doubt a guy and his knowledge of topless scenes in movies. Never doubt it, because it is scary the amount of knowledge we have when it comes to boobs. So, with that said, I think the movie, it may be on Netflix, I don't know. It was at one time for a long time, but Netflix has been going through some changes. So, yeah. Speaking of Netflix, I have actually been watching Daredevil. Daredevil is turning out really well, surprisingly. I thought, Netflix, they haven't really done a whole lot of series, but it's been really well written, I believe. And Vincent D'Onofrio, who is in Law and Order: Criminal Intent, has done a great job as, I can only suspect, a character that is supposed to be Kingpin, because Vincent D'Onofrio is bald, and Vincent D'Onofrio bald is kind of weird, but it works. He was in Law and Order. He was also in his English Sherlock Holmes film or series, something like that. But very, very good character actor. You can tell when he plays a character because he's written all over it. So that's cool. But anyway, it's turning out really well. I definitely recommend it. I am currently in the 5th episode, I believe. The jumping panda. Happy panda. A happy panda. I was actually just commenting to my wife the other day. I wonder what panda meat tastes like. It's probably like a weird flavor. That's a very weird thought, but still, wait a minute, is that him? Topper McNabb. No, Topper McNabb's the one that says, "I'll gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today." Which is a throwback to Popeye, but anyway, there's an NPC running around Stormwind that a guard stops him, and he's just like, "What do you mean? I'm not blind. It's a miracle. I can see." And he's playing blind, which is what Eddie Murphy does in Trading Places. It's a very, very, very funny movie. Oh, what's our wait time on this dungeon? 8 minutes. Alright, I think I got time for one more dungeon. Why not? I haven't done enough Warcraft videos anyway. I might as well stick to it. This will definitely be an extended play video, but this NPC right here, Liara Nightwind, I looked her up on Wowhead once, and there's not much to her. She's been a part of Stormwind for a while. I will say she is one of the NPCs that gets up to greet you when you come to Stormwind after creating a panda, and if you choose Alliance. She's like, "Welcome to Stormwind, friend," or something like that. So it's pretty cool. I have made, one of my friends just logged off, I have made a couple of friends here on Hellscream Europe. I play on Hellscream US, so I figured why not Hellscream Europe. A couple of the friends I've met in random dungeons, actually while I've been leveling the Shaman. and it's been really cool. Nice folks. One that just logged off, she was a DPS. She had a druid named, what was the name? Random Form. Yeah, Random Form. Which is a decent druid name. It makes sense, kind of. The other friend I have on here is Mr. Palnay, who actually has a channel. I'll link it down below. You can check that out. He's another YouTube buddy of mine that plays Warcraft. And he is constantly pumping out videos. Actually, it's like, I think it's becoming religious to him. And I don't mean that in a bad way, but he's nearly, from what I've seen, he's nearly almost tripled the amount of videos I put out, and I tend to put out at least, on average, 1 to 2 a day. That's, again, if you average them out. I take a break. I mean, I can't just make videos all the time, as much as I'd love to. You know, there's work and somewhat of a social life. So, other than that, everything's going pretty good here in real life. Work's going good. Marriage is good. Wife's sick, unfortunately. I feel sorry for her. She just actually started using something new, and she's now got a pretty bad sore throat. I have been drinking health-wise, just talking about her being sick, health-wise, personally, I've been trying to cut back on Coke. Trying. Hasn't been much to it. I mean, in the last 3 days, I probably consumed 2 liters of Mountain Dew. But I've been trying to drink more water. I've definitely been drinking more water at work. Mainly because I've been trying to watch the finances. So, I've been drinking a lot of water at work. I've also been drinking orange juice and apple juice at work, which is very, very, very healthy. I learned a random fact the other day. I saw that you burn more calories sleeping than you do watching TV. I don't know about playing video games. I don't know how that compares, but it makes sense. There's 2 rats facing each other down. Looks like they're battling. Huh. That's funny. So that's a pretty interesting fact. Burning calories. We're looking at getting into a gym membership here fairly soon. Wife's work is going to be working out something in that end, and the discount's going to be extended to family. It's a pretty decent discount too. I can't wait to start working out. What is this? Never been in here. What is this? Like a... Oh, weird. I have never... a random table with... It looks like emeralds. I never noticed a small little cutout of the city. Oh, I wonder if I can sit down here. Hmm? Yep. I love the way the pandas sit too. It's like all, well, kung fu, which is what they're all about. This is a cool little spot. I wonder how many people know about this. Probably everybody. I'm usually the last to know. I'm fairly behind when it comes to knowing stuff. This NPC, wait a minute, Morris Lowry? Oh, I think that's the guy.
How are you? Hey there.
Lowry. I'm letting him
You
or not.
need
I
something?
cannot remember what NPC that was.
Hello.
This guy, Crier Goodman. I mean, if you talk to him, he
What can I do for
says,
you?
greetings and salutations, hero. I have the latest news from both continents and points beyond for your consideration. And yet, he never knows anything.
Have a good
I think
one.
he was a part of a quest line, if I remember right.
Need help?
Officer Jackson. Random Stormwind City patroller? Well, so when that dungeon would have popped by now. Let me give it another couple of minutes. If it doesn't pop here in the next few minutes, I actually may go ahead and cut this video. Just go ahead and stop it here and hit my usual goal of 30 minutes. I didn't used to just run videos for 30 minutes. I actually used to go until I just didn't want to record anymore. But I'm starting to learn that it just actually does make more sense, because with more people viewing and more subscribers, people, especially me, when I worked in retail during lunch, I'd watch these videos, pass time while I eat, and something around 30 minutes, something that you can finish during your lunch period, is just handy, especially if you start getting really into it. A squirrel named a squirrel. Can't argue with that logic. Hey, back in the BRD we go. Just want to see what they're gonna do. I did also go the other day and get my Twilight Drake. This guy right here. If you're curious how to get a Twilight Drake, you run Obsidian Sanctum, which is at Wormrest Temple up in Northrend. 25 man. You can easily solo it at item level 500. All you got to do, if you're a higher item, if you're above 600 item level, you don't even have to worry about doing this. But if you're any lower, I would say be sure to take out the ads. Don't mess with the primary drakes. There's 3 drakes around the big dragon in the middle. Don't mess with those. Just take out all the smaller ads and kill them. Leave the drakes alone. Hit the big dragon in the middle. Step 3, question mark, profit.
I cannot cast that yet.
So that's the way to get it. And these guys are going the right way, thankfully. I don't know where the last group was going. That was just all over the place. Booyah! A lightning! Panda lightning! Oh, this guy's dying.
I do not have a target.
Boom! 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 We got a monk healer. I tried healing on my monk. That is, to me, it's overly complicated. Not nearly as complicated as healing on a druid, but
I need a target.
It's very weird.
I do not have a target.
Personally, I think druids are overly complicated when it comes to healing. Well, pulling everything, apparently. Ah! Get away!
That spell is not ready yet.
They like me, apparently. They want to taste the panda meat.
That is still recharging. That spell is not ready yet.
You may even say there's some humor to be found in dwarves attacking the panda that I created. This guy bubbled.
I cannot cast that yet.
Forgot about the dwarves in this area. Don't look at me, I ain't pulling.
That is still recharging.
Okay, it's just a personal thing,
Spell is not ready
but
yet.
I don't trust anybody that makes the first comment with the say command. If you're gonna say something, say it in the instance chat. And that might sound weird. If it does, I'm sorry, but it just seems lazy to me. And I don't know, especially without proper spelling or grammar.
I need to target.
Then again, you know, what do you
something
expect?
first.
It's the internet.
I do not have a target. I need to target something first. I cannot cast that yet.
You know, there have been times I've thought about my life before the internet.
That spell is
And
not
those
ready
weren't
yet.
exactly dark days, but they weren't exactly light days either. I think it was actually life. Because while at the same time it is very awesome, and you learn so much, and it can experience a lot, make new friends across the ocean and whatnot. Ooh, Vidium hammer. Oh, that is awesome. Is that strength? Yeah. And parry. If I win that, nope, not gonna win it. Okay. But the give and take about the internet is that, especially gaming, like what I'm doing now, you're on your butt a lot. You know, you're not out playing like you used to, or seeing the world. I don't know. Again, good and bad. The internet's just a tool. It can be used for good or evil. Docu Jenkins.
Interest you on a pint? What's your back?
Which, I mentioned working out earlier, is going to be a good thing. Because I've been wanting to do it for a while. Personally, I just love to get on a bike and ride.
I cannot cast that.
Not a motorbike. Maybe an actual bike outside, once I've lost some weight, but I just like to get on an exercise bike.
That is still recharging.
I turn on some good old heavy metal or hard rock and just keep pedaling until I'm sweating like a rainstorm.
I cannot
That's right, I
cast
expect a
that yet.
rainstorm tonight, so that'll be fun. It really is good. It's weird because
That spell is
sweating
not ready yet.
and just working hard at something,
That is still recharging.
it feels like a very,
I need a
very
target.
productive day when you go to bed at night, or during the day, as my current schedule is.
I cannot cast that yet.
It's like you can sweat out any stress, or
I need to target something
it's
first.
just you and your thoughts, and pumping whatever out that may be bothering you.
I need a target.
All you quagmires out there that's laughing at the comment I just made, giggity. So wrong, man. You have such a dirty mind. Don't worry, I thought the same thing.
That is still recharging.
Lightning! Chain lightning!
That spell is not ready yet. I do not have a target. I need a target.
I've been healing up until now, but I wanted a DPS that way I could just chill out and make a video for you, the viewer, and my subscribers, because all of this is made possible by viewers like you. PBS for the win.
I need to
Which is
target
one
something.
major reason why I'm glad Mitt Romney did not get elected. Because that tool
I do
wanted
not
to
have
get
a
rid of
target.
PBS. And if PBS, ever goes off the air due to lack of funding, so be it. But once you try to make legislation that goes against public funded things like that, our society is in very big trouble.
I cannot cast that yet.
Enthralled sphere. Oh, that's cool. Whoa.
That is still recharging. That spell is not ready yet. I cannot cast that yet.
Okay, I think that's the end of that part. Still want to take out Lord Incendius. Excuse me. Yeah, this is definitely going to be an extended play video. Speaking of presidents, Hillary Clinton's already said she's running, as well as a couple other people, for next year. Still not sure which way I'm gonna vote yet. I really want to vote for a third party, like I was going to last time. Just to maybe
Well, spit it out.
support the idea that third party is a good idea, because I think it is. I think we need to try something new, even if it fails. Let's try something new. And that's why the people ring in the presidents and politicians. We are the safety measure. Although nowadays it can be kind of scary because people are distracted otherwise, but I think in the end it comes down to us, you know? They work for us. And a lot of people forget that.
I need a target.
Either way, whichever way I vote,
I do not have a target.
as long as there's not another war started, I'll be okay with it. Going on 12 years, just technical wartime, bothers me. Heraldic breastplate. And the thing is that it's... And I did not mean to get into this in this video, but I haven't talked about it in a while on my channel. But the whole war that's going on right now is just, I see it as totally pointless. But most of it. There's some good parts because we're actually helping people, you know, stabilize their country.
Target something first.
Or at least, you know, that's what we're told anyway. So yeah, there's that. I'm gonna shut up about it now. I'm trying to get kind of deep. I don't want to do that.
That is still recharging.
My wife's helping me realize stuff like that. I can kind of go into these tangents of talking about stuff when I could be talking about something more happy and lighting. I don't know. There's a fine line between Let's Plays and bringing your personal beliefs into it. Because really, I mean, that's really what it's about. You know, Let's Plays are supposed to be kind of a fun time playing a game. Or educating about a game. And sometimes I'm fairly sure people, YouTubers like myself, you know, forget that. And you gotta kind of remind yourself, hey, you know, you're here to have a good time. That's what your viewers want. Most of them. You know, some people, they actually might find it kind of refreshing that, you know, there's serious talk in Let's Plays. Because really, in the end, a little while from now, gaming is a major part of life, you know, and big decisions may be made in it. I mean, heck, who's to say that big leaders of the world 20, 30 years from now won't be on the internet playing some game and making real world decisions over it, you know? It could happen. It could happen. That's all I'm saying.
I need a target.
Hopefully not over Call of Duty, because there'd be a bunch of mom talk in it. That'd be funny. Somebody talking about humping Putin's mom. And World War III. That'd be so weird. Alright, well, I think we're done. No, we're going to the Ring of Law. Gotcha. Oh, right. Yeah, well, one last question. I just remembered one that Phoenix put out. If there was any YouTuber that you could do a collaboration video with, who would it be? You know? I mean, pretty much the people that I've wanted to do collaboration videos with actually have. There's been Phoenix, there's been Palme. There's really no big names. You know what? There actually is one. I do not know his real life name, even though I follow him on Twitter. But Hodor from Game of Thrones plays World of Warcraft, and that would be awesome to be able to do a World of Warcraft collab with Hodor. Although that would be a very one-sided conversation. So, Hodor, what do you play, Hodor? Okay, what, you know, do you have a preferred race? Oh, Hodor. Okay, who's better, Horde or Alliance? Hodor. It'd just be funny. I mean, obviously the actor wouldn't talk like that, but
That is still
still.
recharging. That spell is not ready yet.
Hodor. How does a prostitute exit a building? Hodor. Yeah, it's stuff like that.
That is still recharging.
We're actually gonna go to Lord Incendius. I'm surprised. We were all over the place this
I
dungeon.
cannot cast that yet.
Die! Die, Flame Elemental. You know what I noticed? With shamans, they took away Bind Elemental. Oh, because they took away other forms of crowd control. Gotcha. Alright, I was wondering about that. They took away, with
That spell
Warlords
is
of
not
Draenor,
ready
they took
yet.
away ways of crowd control. Well, most of them, anyway. There's still some. I think, like, each shaman, or each class has one form. Maybe I'm wrong on that.
That is still
Die,
recharging.
Incendius! Die! Actually, this run's gonna give me level 52. I'm gonna be hitting 2 levels in one video. Haha!
I cannot cast that yet. I need a target.
You know, if you really wanted to get technical with the nerdy stuff, me throwing a lava burst at a flame elemental wouldn't technically damage it. It'd technically heal it, but I guess that's splitting hairs.
That spell is not ready yet.
Ah! Get away from me!
I cannot cast that yet.
Boom, boom. Ba-dum. I don't think we're gonna complete the Ring of Law
That
thing,
is still recharging.
which is another bonus objective.
That spell is not ready yet.
Boom! Level 52. Dungeon complete. Senior Designer's Pantaloons? Wow. I've never seen that. Senior Designers. That must be a poke at Blizzard. No, thank you. I'm gonna exit. Thank you all for the run. I could have typed that, but I didn't. I'm a horrible, horrible player. Okay. This has been a fun video. Very insightful into musings and thoughts and whatnot. But for now, folks, I am going to say I hope you have a wonderful day. For now, I will say salute. See ya.